live today at 11:30 as planned. And today, you may notice a couple things. Firstly, the box layout's a bit different on the in here. Reason for that being is because my bedroom flooded. So I had to, I had to move some stuff and everything of the nature over to the opposite side of where we used to be. We're just not in the exact same spot as we used to be. Excuse me. But that's not why you're all here today. Y'all are here today because we found, quite possibly, one of the most interesting new releases of them all. We found this. It's the Transformers 1 Prime Changer's Quintesson High Command. Or High Commander. And, now, I have a quick question for everybody about this. What do you think the Quintesson's role is going to be in the Transformers 1 movie? So, I mean, and take note, the smallest one that we've got right now is Sentinel Prime, so I'm going to go with that. But, there's Bumblebee, just to dress the set there. We've got Bumblebee, we got Sentinel Prime, we've got Alpha Trion right here, and just to complete it, here we go, here we have Optimus Prime, or Orion Pax, who's off to the side over there. We can just scooch everything back a bit and scooch it over a smidge like that. So everybody can now see what's going on. So, alright, so to do this properly, you have to take the box. I'm going to flip it upside down. And first, let's take a look at the back here. I think that's pretty cool. I just think it's a little weird. Excuse me. Take out our sharp knife. And we're going to then take this and just flick that open. I can't believe I'm beating Prime versus Prime on this review. Cannot believe that. Because I don't even think he's reviewed this guy yet, so I'm beating a lot of people to this with this review, because this is the first time this is like, honestly, okay, this is really weird and looks really cool all at the same time. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't know how to feel about this at all. So let's get that out of the way. Let's get that one out of the way. That one's out of the way now. That can go, and that can go. And we got all of those done. So, wow, he is a tiny guy. He is tiny. Tiny. And there's his accessory for now. And then we'll take this. We always shove this back in the box. Shove your bullshit back in the box. All of that bullshit that you got. So, bet you can't tell what the next review is going to be. But, yeah, get this out of the box. And the box can now go into the graveyard of boxes for now. Just for now. This ought to be entertaining to figure this out. So, there's that. I'm going to take this, open it up. Take that out, and here we go. This is the Transformers 1 Quintesson, the Quintesson High Commander bot that we've got here. And this is, I don't know what to make of this. Like, seriously, I do not know what to make of this at all in the slightest. This is like the new, this is, for those who are just now tuning in, this is the Transformers 1 Quintesson High Command bot. And this guy, if we're going only by head length, he tiny. But if we're going, like, you know, just by looking at all of this, this is, he a tiny little dude. He a tiny boy. He's a tiny, tiny little boy there. So, I don't understand the Quintessons in this universe. This universe that they're coming up, that they're making happen here. And what's the accessory that comes with him? Is this an Energon cube? Oh, it's an Energon cube! Look! He comes with an Energon cube! I don't know what you're supposed to do with this, but oh, it's so nice. I don't know. Am I supposed to shove this in his hands or something? What am I supposed to do with this Energon cube? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to do. But the instructions on the front, actually, at the very least, say you're supposed to have him like this. I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I'm glad that he comes with an Energon cube. My very first Energon cube. I'm so excited. So let's scooch some stuff over here. So that way we can take a look at the instructions, so that way we can get a general feel of how this is going to look, or maybe not even look, how it's going to turn out. So it says you got to bend them at the elbow right here, as Jobby the Hong would say. Bend at the elbow, swivel at the wrist. Oh. How many of you people have actually heard that song? I genuinely want to know. You know, Jobby the Hong's Swivel Man no Uta. The no Uta song, that was a funnier than hell song, man. Oh, such a good song. Also, I've been listening to Ronald, which is basically which is a Falling in Reverse song. If none of you guys know what that is, I would highly recommend that you guys go listen to that song, because that song is amazing, or at least I think it's amazing. I don't know what your parents would think about the song, but I definitely I like it. That's for sure. Okay, so apparently we've got all of this ready to go as it states, but yeah, this is entertaining-ish. Very entertaining content going on here. It says it's supposed to sit right there, but I can't get it to go. Oh, that's not a good thing. I don't like that sound one bit. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to rotate this. Ah, I am supposed to rotate that. Okay. I feel stupid. Good job. Good job, Thomas Sano1. You're totally doing the reviewers justice. Not really. I'm definitely not doing the reviewers justice, that's for sure. Okay, so that goes down. That goes like that. And then this is supposed to... Okay, I see what needs to happen now. That needs to go there, that needs to go there, that needs to stay down. Okay, so now, what am I supposed to do with these arms? Doesn't say. Oh, okay, I see now. I'm supposed to rotate this all the way around, get this back here, and that's where that goes. Okay, this is like the jankiest transformation I've ever fiddled with. I'm not even gonna lie on that front. This is extremely janky. It would not... Okay. There we go. Finally. After some excruciating pain. Not really, but here's his vehicle mode. Oh, hello! It's Edwin Huertas. Hello, Edwin Huertas. And what's up, Kitten Cat 999? Welcome back to the stream. For those of you who do not know, Kitten Cat 999 is an OG fan of the channel. So, lately we've been doing some Transformers 1 stuff because we've got some... I have to have money in order for new Lego sets. That's the first part. And B, I've been waiting for new Lego sets to come out, so that's another thing. What am I supposed to do with this Energon cube? I genuinely am curious about this. Okay, so it says I'm supposed to take it and shove it in this little square spot right here at the bottom, so that way it can be there. And by the way, this whole figure is made out of like really soft rubbery plastic. Like, this is just... Ugh. It's not bad, but it's not good. Like, this is rubbery plastic, this is rubbery plastic. I mean, and not to mention the actual plastic of the actual figure, it's like very subpar, if I had to give like a description of how bad this plastic feels. Now, I don't know what their role in the movie is going to be. I really would like to know. It would be very nice to know, but I don't think that's going to happen. But has been bad. That's why I have not come to the stream for a bit. That's okay. That's okay, Kit and Cat Triple Nine. That's okay. I totally understand that. Everybody has those internet problems. Everybody has those things that go on in their life, and you know what? We can't always fix that. Like for example, this is not the exact same room that I was in when we've been doing the last few streams. This is definitely not it. This is a completely different room. I had my room on the other side. There was a leak in one of our hoses, and it ended up flooding my bedroom. So yeah, that was a very fun day. Sponsored by Simple Truth. Not really. They're honestly though, if I had to give a shout out to them, it would be the fact that their water has one of the best electrolytes that I've ever, one of the it's got the most electrolytes. They're not paying me to say this or telling me to tell you this. I'm literally just telling you this because that's what I've been drinking the last, 3 years. Is just that water and that water alone. Okay, maybe not that water and that water only, but that water specifically, I like drinking that a lot better because it's got more stuff. So, forgot we needed to give Alpha Trion his sword back. So, out of all of the characters so far, these honestly don't look bad. I do like the way that these things look. I mean, I'm liking this Alpha Trion a whole heck of a lot. Not even gonna lie, this thing is awesome. So, that's a positive to that. This Sentinel Prime, I was the most excited for Sentinel Prime, but after I got him, he just seemed really tiny. Like, he's tiny. Like, if I'm not even mistaken, he and the Quintesson are, like, extremely close in height. Like, if I had to explain that. The one that, like, outscales all of them is Optimus Prime, so let's just like, we can't even count him. We can count Bumblebee, we can count Alpha Trion, and we can count Sentinel Prime, but we cannot count the Quintesson. So, I don't know. So, alrighty, let's see, what else can we do? Well, I suppose I could show you all where I'm staying right now if you really wanted to. So, I mean, if you really want me to. So. But, okay. So, and not to mention, I'm not gonna lie here, this does not look anything like this. It does not look anything like this at all. So, Hasbro, get your design team to paint this better. Like, seriously, you did so well. You guys did so stinking well with this guy, I mean, okay, this guy is a little bit of a gray area, but you did well with Bumblebee, Prime, Alpha Trion, Sentinel Prime, and then just this. Just why? I'm not impressed. Not to mention, the thing doesn't even have any ports on it. So there's no hands. There's no hands whatsoever. You gave all the rest of them hands, but you didn't give him hands. That's annoying. So, but like seriously though, this, and not to mention the back of the packaging does not help sell this thing at all. Like, the back of the packaging is just awful. Just look at the back of this thing. It looks like somebody puked on the back of the packaging. I'm not even gonna lie on that front. And then the figure looks like somebody maybe coming out of engineering class designed this. Not that it's bad, it's just not good. Like, this figure, I honestly think everybody could pass up on if they really wanted to. I mean, it's not my... Yeah, they definitely fell asleep on the job, Kit and Cat 999. You are absolutely correct on that. Like, seriously, I feel like they spent most of their time getting the core characters out. Like, look at this Prime. This Prime here is nicely molded, it's nicely done, it's nicely painted, it's got no nicks on it, no problems. I know this is Optimus Prime. How do you know this is a Quintesson? This is awful. It just looks oh. I don't even think they fell asleep on the job. I think they just got stoned halfway through it and just called it a day. And then said, you know what? We can work with that. They'll eat that shit up all damn day. And you know what? We will. We absolutely will, Hasbro. But only if you continue to make good figures like the rest of these. So, yeah. What is the green one? Okay, so the green one here is the Quintesson High Commander from the new Transformers 1 movie that's coming out. If you haven't seen the poster of it, this is the box art of that poster specifically. So, this green thing here is supposed to resemble this, and it vaguely does, but not even really. And they didn't even they didn't even get this thing correct. Like, if you'll notice, there's a lot more red on this thing than there is green, or than there is green on the back of this packaging. So this is a massive misrepresentation. Now I don't get that. Now I don't get upset over massive misrepresentations, but I do get upset when, if you're gonna misrepresent a figure, but make it good. This is not good. This is at the very least subpar. So, I mean, yeah. And take note, I get final thoughts. I give final thoughts on figures when we do the reviews for them. This figure, I can already tell you, I'm going to have a lot of massive final thoughts on. And it looks like you can also... Okay, apparently you can't do that. So, but I don't like... Not to mention, look at how hollow these arms are. Yeah, it looks nothing like it. You're absolutely right, Kit and Cat 999. You're absolutely right. It looks nothing like the back of the packaging. In fact, I will retransform this just so we can take a look at this garbage again. I like the toy a lot better than the packaging, but if you're gonna misrepresent a figure, misrepresent it absolutely in the right and wrong way. There's an absolute right and wrong way to do things, and I feel like Hasbro knew they did it wrong. They just decided not to tell anybody. So that's the thing that bugs me, is that nobody told them no. Nobody sat them down and had that parental talk with them and said, look, you need to stop it. Your behavior is very, very inappropriate lately. This is not appropriate behavior from a toy company. From a toy company tycoon, no less. You're supposed to flay these out a little bit, but I really don't like doing that. But there. Yeah. Was this an unboxing? XXJ logon XX. Yes, this was an unboxing. You just barely missed the unboxing, but we unboxed the Transformers 1 Prime Changers Quintesson High Commander. We just unboxed it. I just did the transformation live. And like I said, let's take a quick comparison here. How many Transformers actually look like the back of the packaging? A lot of them usually do. This looks better, but this looks like this. So I don't know what role the Quintessons are going to be playing in the game, in the show, or not even in the show, in the movie. I don't know what they're going to be what role they're going to be playing in the movie, but I have a feeling they're probably going to be the bad guys. I'm not even going to lie on that front. I truly think these guys are going to be the bad guys. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I think the Quintessons are going to be the bad guys because they're going to be the ones in power. I also happen to believe that, Alpha Trion was probably one of the first few that the Quintessons built, and then they anointed. There's a lot of things that I think could be going on with this. Do I have a favorite out of these ones specifically, or out of my entire collection? Because I've got a massive collection, but the only issue with it is that it's kind of in pieces right now. So, the box seems like a fire starter. So, yeah, it actually might just be a fire starter. You're absolutely right. I may just take this, and in the next short that I do, because I have a lot of boxes that I typically tend to burn. In my entire collection for J-Logon. But, yeah, I have a bunch of boxes to burn. But, I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of good ones that I've got. I think I gotta say right now, my current favorite right now is probably Party Wallop. And if you guys don't know, give me just a moment, I will go grab that. Gotta walk to the other side of the basement. I apologize, folks. I've misplaced my party wallet. There he is. Okay. Sorry, out of all of my favorites at the current moment, I gotta say Party Wallop's my favorite. And if you guys don't know what Party Wallop is, that is the current crossover that you can literally go to Target right now and go get, and it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover. So J-Log on, my current favorite is probably this one. But that's one of the issues this thing has. Is that one of the heads chooses not to stay on properly. So that can stay there, this goes back down, and then tabs right on into his back. There we go. So, the review for this guy is out now on my channel if you want to watch it. So if you literally go check it out if you really want to. It's just literally type in, just literally, actually, better yet, just click the link to my channel. Oh, I think I watched you unbox that, or was it another time? I don't know if you watched me unbox this or not, but I do still have the box if you want me to show you, because the box of my Party Wallop is pretty busted and broken. But I must say it's a unique box, so I'm gonna keep it. This one, probably not. So, but yeah. No, that one's currently my favorite. That one right there is currently my favorite. And the newest one is this guy, out of all of them, if you're just not catching on. Was it a couple of days ago? It was a couple of days ago. It was like almost a week ago. Almost a week. Like maybe give or take, maybe like 5-6 days, give or so. So you might have seen me unbox it. But yeah, and I actually, what's funny is I actually had to redo this guy's review because there were several accessories that I did not find out that fell out of the box when I unboxed it. And I also forgot to mention there's this cool little feature that if you check out my review, you can just lift this up and you can change the belt insignia. So here's Mikey, here's the clear one, here's Donnie, there's Leo, and then there's Raph. So I thought that was a really nice touch for them to add the belt buckle as well, to do that as well. So yeah, I thought that was very, very nice and clever of them to do. So, well, yeah, that's. Well, I appreciate you watching it, J-Log on. I appreciate you watching that live. I really definitely appreciated you doing that, and I definitely do appreciate it. So, thank you. I personally, though, I just wish that we would get Wave 3 of Legacy United showing up first instead of, the new crossover and Wave 2 of Transformers 1. I just want... I just want Wave 3 of Legacy United, specifically because I need that Optimus Prime. And if you don't know which Optimus Prime I'm talking about, it's the Legacy, type in Transformers Legacy United G1 Universe Optimus Prime. It is basically the American version of the Missing Link, if I had to describe that to you guys. So yeah, do y'all remember the videos that Thomas Fenno one used to deal with the train and smoke? Okay, let me explain the Lionel trains for a minute here. Kit and Cat 999. And yes, I'm very grateful that you are bringing that up, and I do still do them every so often. You just got to catch it. But the reason why I don't really do so much with those anymore is because number one, the place that those things are, um, the place that those things are being held at, it's currently under construction. Like the area where it's at is going to be under construction here shortly, and so the layout is going to be changed. And so when they go and change the layout and everything, that's when we will make more videos and I will do more shorts and I will be like, hey, look at this. And not to mention, we don't usually mess with those things until like right around usually Thanksgiving, Christmas time, right around there. And not to mention, whenever we do mess with those things, usually it's a special occasion. We've got family involved. We usually have, things of the nature to the point where we've got a good chunk of people. So, but, anyways, yeah, I do know what you're talking about, Kit and Kat 999. I do know what you're talking about. I definitely do. I do know what you're talking about. So, ugh. Anywho. So, so yeah, if I, so yeah, and not to mention, we also did just get an expansion into that as well, Kit and Kat. So, I mean, I wouldn't, cry over it too much. And it's not the worst thing on the planet to deal with. Really, it's not. And plus, on the second subject of this of my desk being over here and my new live stream setup being over on the other side of the basement, is so that when I do these, take note, all of these boxes here, like all of the boxes that you see behind you, they have a lot of other boxes inside of them. Let me just show you one for example here. And this is kind of to flex. So yes, I am going to flex. For example, we have the Toys R Us exclusive Studio Series Thundercracker with Topspin inside. So we have we have these boxes. I have these all over the place. So I don't throw my boxes away unless unless the box itself has issues, and I have issues with the box. So yeah. Anywho. So, what would you guys like to see in the collection if I am to bring it out? And take note. A tank. Okay. What kind of tank? I got a couple. I have a couple of figures that are tanks, but we're going to remove ourselves from the review table, and you guys are going to get a little glimpse of what goes on behind the scenes. So yeah, this is the table here. This is the whole live stream table, at least for now. So I'm going to take you guys into the room where we used to be, which, if you guys don't know, we were not in this room, and this is currently where everything is being stored. As you can currently see, it's a little bit of a mess. Like, for example, we've got this going on right here. Oh, by the way, that helmet is signed by Master Chief and Cortana. That poster is signed by the band, and there's another one on this side that's also been signed by the band, and I still have my VIP pass. So, yeah. But yeah. So, I've got a couple of figures, not in this cabinet, that turn into a tank, but I have one that I have two that turn into a tank. I have that Studio Series Shockwave over there, and I have the Byway Dark of the Moon Shockwave over there that turns into a tank. So, I have one of those. So, yeah. And for those of you wondering, I do keep a lot of my boxes. So, some of these boxes over here are ones I've had for ages, and a lot of these over here, if you're wondering what these drawers are, this is where we keep a lot of the Lego sets that I've accumulated. Like, for example, there's the Harry Potter Fort Anglia, and there's the Friends Cafe, and this drawer right here is quite fun. I like to call this the drawer that never ends, because this is where we keep all of the Transformers accessories we've collected all throughout the years and everything of that nature. And this is where I keep all of the Laser Prime trailers, all of those molds. So, and FYI, those can of Pringles, the MOA burgers, have never been opened. Not even once. So, and if we move our way over to here, we have the Xbox Series X right down there, with right next to the Nintendo Switch, and we have some of our prop toy guns right over here, which we've got the Mangler from Halo Infinite, and we have the SMG from Halo 5, and in here we also have the Needler from Halos, I believe 2, 3, or no, not 2. I think it's Halo 3, 4, and 5, and if I have to throw another one out there, possibly Infinite. So yeah, so there's that, and I do have a couple other boxes on this side over here. Like for example, I got Cosmos right there, and right next to him we've got Override. Down here we've got Animated Bumblebee. I had one sitting right here. I think it was Gears. It might have fallen off at one point, but there's that. Then we have Shrapnel, or is that Shrapnel? No, that's Bombshell. Excuse me, Bombshell, my bad. It's difficult because I have a large TV sitting right here and I can't move very easily. But we've got Bombshell, and I do have all the other Insecticon boxes as well, so we do have all of them. This is the illustrious and most very infamous, hard to find, at least from when I was a kid, hard to find Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Q. And right next to him, we have the old packaging for the Universal Studios evac over there, and there's Dark of the Moon Q right next to the RC triplets and everything. Now, if we move down to this cabinet here, which we can move down to this cabinet, I have, I don't think I have anybody that turns into a tank in this cabinet here, but this cabinet here is quite nice. I do like this one because this one, I just had to downsize it because it was getting a little too cluttered, and it was getting to a point when I would turn the key on this display case, and yes, this does have a lock. When I would turn the key and the door would just fly open. So yeah, I like to keep the key in there just so I know where it's at. So there's that. Do you really want to know the answer? Because I don't have an exact answer for you. Kit and Cat 999. I do not have an exact answer for you on that. And if you are wondering, there is a fan right here. So yes, that is what's causing the noise. Now, if we move down to cabinet number 4, which is the fourth and final one that we have going on down here, we have, that is the knockoff of the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Leadfoot. That is the actual Studio Series Roadbuster and Topspin back there. I have the entire Studio Series Maximals. I also have the Studio Series entire... I also have the entire Autobots from the Rise of the Beasts as well in there. I've got RC down at the bottom. I got Bumblebee, Wheeljack, Mirage. That Mirage came with a second gun, and Optimus Prime. I stole the accessories from the mainline version in order to give him a little bit more of an interesting gun. So yeah, I don't think it's 138 for two specific reasons, because I don't have all of the figures that are in my videos. I don't have all of them. So, just to put your mind at possible ease. So, but to continue rising back up here, this would be my bed, where I keep a lot of myself and everything else of the nature. But I was sorting through all of my figures because I had to put them in a laundry basket, and yeah, I have too much. I had to separate them out. I have to separate them out by what genre they're from. So, like for example, we have all of the Legacy Insecticons right here. So we got Kickback, we've got Bombshell, and we've got Shrapnel. So yeah. And like for another example over here, we've got the Rock Lords, which, you know, with these two right here. And then, you know, I've also got, I've got my, oh, you deserve to go over here. So yeah, I've also got that. And also got the animated bit here, and then we've got Kingdom Galvatron, Kingdom Cyclonus, and Studio Series 86 Scourge. I think this was probably the nicest set that Hasbro has ever released. And when I say set, I say that very loosely. So, at least I think that was the nicest one they released in tandem with the lines. So, let me make sure I keep that really rephrased. So, all of these guys out here, I need to find spots for on this shelf. And on said shelf here, we have all of my Dinobots. I just need to find that Studio Series 86 swoop, and then we're done. Then we'll have a complete family of Dinobots. I've got my Combiner Wars, Ultra Magnus, Kingdom, Rodimus. His trailer is down here with all of the accessories. And yes, no, it's not an addiction. It's a hobby. You are absolutely right. It is not an addiction. It is a hobby, and it's a hobby at that I'm very happy to have. So now I gotta find this one, because this one is right here. Now, if Target Prime actually came with a sword, and I didn't have to worry so much, then this would not look so damn cool. So, yeah. Very happy to have all three of these. However, I think 3 of one mold is a little ridiculous. So, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, every collector like this knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, anywho, and if I have to throw another cool thing out there that I've got is this Venom statue. I bought this at a flea market for like 50 cents. I thought it was quite cool. Neat. It looked really cool. I think it's a cake topper or something like that. I don't remember. But, yeah. So, there's that. And there you go. Oh, and I have that Mega Constructs Charizard right there. So, yeah. So now that we are done with that, we can, if you really would like to, I will show you one part of the collection that I rarely show off because it's not something that I'm entirely proud of, which is the Thomas the Tank Engine collection that I've got. And when I say not entirely too proud of that, I mean, for example, like, I have too much of it. So, I have trains in this bin and this bin. I have about a mile's worth of track in that bin, and there's another bin back there of the blue plastic Tomy track, specifically. And we've also got a Cranky the Crane here, and he does talk. So, if you'll give me just a moment, I can... Here we go.
Hello, I'm Cranky.
There you go. That's all I can get him to say because I don't have the remote to go with him. So, and this is, if you guys know who I'm talking about, this is Nth Dr. 10's collection. This is part of his collection. We have the, I believe this is the 2006 Wooden Railway. I want to say 2006 Wooden Railway. Yeah, I want to say 2006 Wooden Railway. Tidmouth Sheds here, and I've got Take Along Percy here, Dirty Percy to be specific. We've also got Wooden Railway. I think that's Dash. I've also got Bash floating around, and so yeah, there's that one. This one I just picked up the other day. That's a person dream. What do you mean by that's a person dream? But anyways, I have that. A lot of this stuff is also from childhood too. This entire box is filled with trains. This is quite possibly the oldest one that I've got. It is a flat magnet 1996 Rusty, and it's got a glued baseboard, and this has got flat magnets, and you'll notice all of the more modern ones, they have rounded magnets. So this was right around the early time of Wooden Railway when it started coming out. So this is a little special to me. So that's a person's dreams. Oh, no worries. I was gonna say person dream. What is a person dream? Everybody else has got a dream. Everybody dreams. And then I found this at a flea market, or not a flea market, a thrift store, excuse me. And this is the Croven's Gate Tidmouth Sheds, or Croven's Gate Sheds, excuse me. And this one, I just have to get it out of... There. Sorry. Gotta get it out of the thing, and then I gotta get it set up a smidge. It's huge and weighs a ton. Ugh. Okay. Now we're gonna move Cranky out of the way. He's gonna sit right here, and his crane arm can sit there. Alright, so here we have the Crovan's Gate sheds, and this also works as well. Oh, well, it was working. Yeah, it was working, but when I picked it up, it was working. Also, these buttons push open the shed. So yeah, you can do that. And the reason for that is because, let me pull out this figure really quickly. Take this, and it's really difficult to show because this is not on the table, but the shed pieces are at an angle. So the idea is you close the door like that, and we shall stick our engine right in here. And the idea is that after you've played with the train and all the whole thing of that nature, then you push the button, and yeah, it flops out. So the idea is that it comes out of the thing like that, and yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, this is my Crovan's Gate sheds. I just need a round table to go with it, and it's good to go. But yeah, that's practically the majority of the collection, and then you'll see, then there's this, but that's games, that's food, that's this is another one of my favorites as well. This is one that I actually have taken out of the box once or twice, but it's one I'm very pleased to have. It's the Flying Scotsman. So yes, and you will never find this again. So yeah. And now back to the table. Back to the table. So yeah. Oh, actually, we were gonna check out the room, weren't we? We were gonna check out the room where I was. My desk chair is still in there, so this is part of my house. So there's my laundry room. And here is the room where I was. Now, we can turn this off for a minute here. What happened is there was a flood, and you can see that the baseboards are a little bowed, but they're not terribly done. But what happened is there was a flood. Also, you can see these are curtains. There's Sentinel Prime's box. There's also Master Chief's box. So, but what happened is there was a hose that got left on, and the hose itself burst, and then down here on the floor, my carpet just soaked it all up. And when you've got electronics and everything of that nature, you don't want things to, like that to happen. And this is also more proof because here's my closet. There's Metroplex's box, and there's Top Hat. So yeah, it was not fun. And there's lots of stuff here. So, woohoo! I need to turn the fan back on. Let's turn that back on high. And yeah, there's also the ODST flag. So yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know stuff happened. So, anywho, there's also my cat's litter box. Hooray! So, if we're lucky, he might grace us with his presence. It's not RIP to the room, because here's the nice thing about that room, is that the room itself, the drywall is not connecting, like it's not touching the cement, or it's not touching the foundation. So that room, I could honestly, like, seriously, unroll that carpet back out after it's dried out a little bit, because take note, the carpet I had that was in there was not exactly, the best carpet. But I could honestly go in there, take the carpet, roll it back out, and I'd be fine. It would be just fine. It would not have any lasting damage. So, anywho, for those of you who have stuck around with me to the end of this live stream, I do truly appreciate it. And also take note, if you would like to catch me Online, you can catch me at Mr. Fantastic99 on Xbox Live. If you would like to play a round of Halo Infinite with me, where we can totally gab about some entertaining stuff, that would be great. But anywho, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to leave a like on this video. Do not forget to check out, okay, Kitten Cat 999. Okay, we're gonna throw your name out there, buddy. We're throwing your name out there, not as if I'm putting y'all on blast, as in, oh goodness, y'all are having issues, but no, I'm putting you on. I'm giving you a shout out. So, don't forget to subscribe to Kitten Cat 999. Do not forget to also subscribe to Bravely GG, iStar552, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome. Take Along Productions, Patrick with the Y, Jordy's Rail Videos, Riveted Reviews, Riveted Rail Fan, and New York Toy Hunter, as they all have done some amazing work in the past, have done so in said past, and will continue to do so in the future. So do not forget to do that. And once again, like I said earlier, do not forget to subscribe to me, and I will put this video in the unboxing playlist. So if you want to rewatch this, so where we talk about a lot of things and BS about a lot of cool stuff, we can totally rewatch it over and over again if you'd like. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it.